Beautiful outside today, ain't it? I hope you guys having a good day. Salam. I'm gonna read the book. Yeah. You know how we do. Like, damn, Brent James pumped. Yeah, I'm pumped because I'm alive, I'm free, I'm strong, I look good and smell good and feel good. I feel good. I'll be right back. We're gonna get right today, all right? Nothing major. Nothing major. We're just gonna read some surahs, you know? I'll be right back. Hey, you. Watch my camera, man. You up on it. Excuse me about that. Be right back, all right? Here's my coffee. Yeah, boy, it's a steamer beamer out there today. It's a steamer beamer. Yeah, man. Bro, the world, man, I'm trying to tell you, everybody's coming to Islam in companies. My Lord says, when you see people running to Islam in groups and in companies, what he say? Bear witness that there is no God but Allah, right? Yeah, man, because that's when the big change happens. And it's happening now. People starting to realize that Islam is not what the devil, which is America, depicted it to be. I don't know how you could fall for that either way. Like, you know, the devil runs America. So whatever the devil hates must be good, right? Must be good. It must be something to it. Whatever the devil, this world is against, I look at it and I just examine it. Because more than likely, man, it's so good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's how it go. What else is going on out here? YouTube is straightening up a little bit more. It ain't much original content out there. It's remakes of other videos. Ain't no originality out there no more, you know? But I've been seeing more Muslim channels that's been speaking about the book and not about them. Only a few now, not a lot. The majority of Muslim channels, it's all about imams, what mosque they trying to build and they need your help. They don't read you the book. They don't teach you nothing of Allah's words. What bugs me out about this is this, right? How can you be a Muslim and not read the book? You just think long as you look the part, you good? That only works with the world, not with the spiritual world, not with Allah, not with real people, real beings. That don't work. You know that don't work. Yo, one of you, I mean, listen. We ain't gonna, what's the word again? Perpetrate. Perpetrate. You wearing garments as a Muslim, you got on the kufi, you got on the robe, you got in your background on your YouTube a whole library. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's AI or not, but I know they haven't read all them books. And I know this, that in this book, it says, in this book, the Quran, are all right books. This is all the books in the world. You can read all the books in the world about theology, spirit, God, nature, and it will all come back to this book. This is the not the mother book, this is the father book. The mother book is with my Lord. You know what I mean? Well, really, I can't even say that because it doesn't say mother book. In my book, it says we have a book where everything is written down from this point to the day of resurrection. Allah told the pen, write until this point, until resurrection. So, you know, it's all in a clear book with my Lord. It's all written. And we just playing it out. We playing it out. You know what I mean? And yeah, hey, that's why they say this life is a sport and a game. We are players, contenders, open disputants, my Lord says. And, you know, we have grades. He has grades with his creatures. We on different levels. We on different ranks. We on different statuses. Not to boost and look down upon your brother. No, to take your damn hand and lift your brother up. Give him work. Give him an opportunity. You know what I mean? This comes with ranks. It ain't about, hey, I'm better than you because I make this and I have this. No, it's, I was put here so I can bring you here too, brother. And you can bring the next one up. But no, it ain't like that with the black people in America. No, because once one make it out of the ghetto, they don't never want to go back. And damn sure ain't bringing nobody else up out of there with them. It's a risk. And I understand totally, but me personally, I could never leave my people in the dust if I'm raised at a higher rank in this world. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't leave my people. But yet you got to look at it like this as well. Not everybody is meant to have what you think they need. Look outside and the bums and everything. You might want to help them, but they didn't already had what you had maybe a few times and didn't respect it because it was given to them. You know, everything that I earned, everything that I have, I earned. Nothing was never handed to me because I wouldn't appreciate it. I wouldn't respect it if it was given to me with no hard work, with no pain, because, you know, the object then has no substance. It has no strain. It has no struggle to it. So it has no worth. Okay, nothing comes easy in this world that's worthwhile, especially the awakening of your spirit. That ain't gonna come cheap. That's gonna cost you a lot. It may cost you your family. It cost me my kids, my family, because I chose Islam and Allah. Yeah. And I tried to teach it unto my offspring, but, you know, their mother was an atheist and wasn't trying to understand where I was coming from, even though she was seeing good results from what I was indulging in with religion, with Islam. You know what I'm saying? She was seeing the fruits. And, you know, a good woman would have respected it. But a woman that's not good, that's otherwise, will reject it. She'll see everything good about it, but all that good that she sees about it in her mind proves her wrong. So Women can't be wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, to their own detriment, they are not wrong. Okay? So that stubborn lifestyle leaves you alone and helpless and lost and confused. And the kids. That's the wild part about it, because you're not just in charge for you. You're in charge of these little lives. See, the parents, we're like examples of upright conduct. We are to our offspring what the messages are to us. Examples of upright conduct. I know I'm not, see, like I was a good daddy. I was a good father because I let my child do what she wants. I let her make her own mistakes, make her own choices, and then I corrected her in a good tone, in a call her, let her the choices that she made. Never hindered her to be a certain way, even in my Islam. I'm a good father, man. You know, a lot of these dads that's out here, you know, man, like I be seeing it, man. You know, they be Muslims, they be with mosques, they be having the garments, and they have their children, and they be scalding their children about Islam. More than they hold their children to a higher criteria than they hold themselves. Now you can ask yourself, well, maybe they want the best for me. No. It's not all that, because you gotta love the person to want that. And you know, these parents nowadays, they don't love their children. They're like little slaves. They want them to do what they want to do. Think how they want them to think. And these little beings, these little souls ain't going for that bullshit. It didn't serve you, so it ain't going to serve them. These kids grow up, and if they're blessed with vision, they will see the bullshit, and they will check it. I know my kids will. My daughter, Phoenix, she don't play no games, man. She'll check your ass up and down if it ain't right and exact. And that's me and her. Love you, girl. All right, let's get to the teachings, right? What's up? It's beautiful out, right? What's going on, all my peoples? I want to tell y'all I love y'all and I respect y'all, man. And you probably asking yourself, Brent, how the hell you respect me? You don't even know me. I respect you by not disrespecting you. How about that, huh? Ain't that a step towards respect? You know, like earning it. I cannot disrespect you in the meantime. Show you the proper respect. Okay? You know, never judge a book by its cover without reading the pages of the book first. Read the pages. Know what the book is about before you judge the cover. See, I look at men and human beings, we're all books. Right now, you're reading my book, my life. I'm speaking to you. You're reading my book. You're hearing it. I'm reading you my book, which is my life. Secret things, hidden things, manifest things. I share it with you because it ain't no shame. It ain't no shame, man. I'm pleased with my performance in this world. I'm pleased with my performance. This world didn't defeat me. It tried, and it still do. But it don't, because I get stronger and stronger because I know where to go. Not outside, inside. The place where nobody want to go, right? That's Brent life. I go where they don't want to go. I speak what they don't want to speak. I see what they don't want to see. I hear what they don't want to hear. And I'm telling you, man, it ain't good things. It ain't good things, man. Man, hot outside, man. Hell is getting hot. Okay, we're going to turn to chapter 13, and I'm going to read a few things to you, and we're going to go over it, man. Ain't nothing major, ain't nothing new, because once July 5th hit of this year, next month, once July 5th hit, I'm done. I'm done. with the book on here with y'all. I'm all about my art. I'm going to start drawing. I'm going to start drawing the portraits, animals, and I'm going to make a page of art. You know what I mean? I have visions too in my dreams that I wake up and sketch it out and then modify it, later on. Modify later on. And man, listen, man, I got some visions, man. Straight up. Because when you are a spirit that's awakened and you know and you like what you getting and you ask your Lord for more, bro, he takes over your whole world, man. Everything is a sign. Like everything means something. When you in alignment with the spirit, you living in a whole nother world. This is why it says, you know, like we all have worlds, right? There's worlds of everything. Brent has his own world. And the landlord is Allah. I pay him rent. He bought my person before I even entered the body. He bought Brent. And I'm happy with the bargain I made. All right. Chapter 13. Let's do it. Yeah, man, after the 5th, I might come and do a little something, but you got to understand, I got 3,000 videos that I created in 1 year. Not even 1 year yet. July 5th will make a year. I got on here last year, July 5th, and started reading the book to you. No remixes, nothing, just stuttering like a bug, trying my way, trying to get through it. Woo, woo, woo. 17 videos later, I read you the whole Quran. And I said, you know what, let me make more videos. So I made 3,000 videos I'm at. Almost 3,000. I'm about 2,800 right now. In 1 year. Well, now, 560 subscribers. Never bought, paid for none. These are hard-earned subscribers. And I want to thank y'all for subscribing to my channel, man, and giving me an opportunity to speak to you and share what was revealed to me from my Lord. Thank you. Thank you. If you disagree with me or not, it's okay. You still gave me a chance. You still heard. You might not have understood, but you heard it. And I know once you heard it, whatever's in you has heard it as well. And that's who I'm speaking to when I'm speaking on here to you people, subscribers, viewers. I'm not talking to your flesh. When this book is opened, I'm speaking directly to your spirit, to your soul. And I'm ringing the bell. Bing, 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 bing. That's what I'm doing. That's what this book do. This is beyond flesh, beyond physical. I'm speaking to your soul. I'm making your soul remember who it is so it can inform your brain. I'm speaking to your nature when I'm reading this Quran to you. This is beyond you, viewer. This is beyond me, speaker. This is beyond, all right? And listen, I've spent 1 year with y'all almost every day, 1 hour on here reciting to you the book of Allah. One day you'll see that Brent, he was the truth. He was the truth. We hated on him like a motherfucker, but he was the truth. Believe it. Man, if y'all only knew, huh? I'm not a bragging, boastful dude. When I was young, I used to be conceited. I told my girl yesterday, yeah, when I had my teeth, you couldn't tell Brent nothing. Nothing. You heard? But, you know, you grow up out of that. You know, like I blamed that on my grandma. Because when my grandmother found me in the system and she took me in Baltimore City, West Side, you know what I mean? I was down, man. I was done. I couldn't speak. I was blind in one eye. I was dirty. I didn't have no confidence. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to clean. I didn't know how to wash myself. I didn't know nothing. My grandma, Rosa James, peace be upon you, Grandma. Love you, Grandma. Right? So Grandma made me. She taught me to read a little bit, but what she did was talk to me. She tutored me into the knowledge of self. You know, she boosted my confidence. This woman, this Lumberton, North Carolina native, raised up in Jim Crow, raised me for 6 years and taught me how to clean, how to use my manners, how to look a person in the eye, how to tell the truth. And my granddaddy, Henry James, which is a world-renowned hunter who have polar bears and bears up in the Black and Wax Museum down Baltimore City, downtown. Henry James, that's my granddaddy, right? He taught me how to shake a man's hand with firm. He taught me how to shake a man's hand, how to handle aggressive men. See, my grandfather, Henry James, was a little guy, but with a big ego. You know what I mean? His thing was killing animals. He went to Africa. Listen, he was the first black man in Baltimore to go to Africa, man. And, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but he killed rhinoceros and all that, like, bring back mementos of animal pieces. You know what I'm saying? One time he had a lion's dick, a lion's balls. You know what I'm saying? And a jar. Yeah, baby. We used to joke. He used to say, look, I'm going to make you eat it if you don't do that. He told me that if I ate it, the lion's testicle, I would be immortal. I couldn't be touched. I couldn't be beaten. I didn't believe him. Even as a youngster, I wasn't with the warlock witchcraft. Granddad was a little bit. Because when he was in Africa, he was in the bush, he had told me. He was in the bush with these West Africans, man, and they was putting stuff in his head, you heard? So, Grandma taught me how to take care of myself. And this is the result. Then once I learned the tools, I had, you know, like to keep up with it. I had to take care of myself with all the lessons that I was taught in the past as a boy. Living with all these different people. I want to thank all y'all who had a hand in my rearing. You know what I'm saying? All y'all played a part in my life, in my development. All these women. Man, I didn't have like 10 mother figures, 15 father figures, 15 father figures I've had. Like, we're all mothers, we're all fathers, we're all brothers, and we're all sisters, man. All of us. You know, Baltimore is different. You know, that was the 80s and the 90s. You know what I mean? You can knock on a stranger's door and tell them I'm hungry, and they would invite you in for dinner, let you spend the night, take a shower. It ain't like that. You know what I mean? We used to take care of each other. Let's get to the book. Check it out. All right. Chapter 13. Brent James started going down memory lanes. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot to Brent. You know what I mean? It's a lot to me. You only get that much, man. It's a lot to me. I'm going to rule this thing one day. Remember this face? Remember this man here. You're going to see me later. You're going to see me later. Believe it. I'm the truth. I'm the truth. Check it out. See they not. Okay, now this is chapter 13, Surah 41. Okay, where at? Damn, I spoke for a half an hour. Wow. Sorry about that, y'all. Well, I mean, shit, ain't nobody else telling you their life on here like this. You know what I mean? They trying to get some bread off you. You know what I mean? Check it out. You ready now? Let's do it. Check it out. Okay, chapter 13, Surah 41. See they not that we are visiting the land, curtailing it of its sides, and Allah pronounces a doom. There is no repeller of his decree, and he is swift in calling to account. What is this saying to you? See they not, my Lord says, they don't see us, that we, the angels and his host, are visiting the land. Visiting it from where? From some other place, okay? They're visiting the land, right? Curtailing it of its sides. Now, when you curtail a thing, it's basically, let's say this is Earth, okay? This is north, south, east, west. Curtailing is a combat formation that you use when you want to attack your enemy from both sides, okay? So curtailing is an army that's on north of the planet and an army that's on the south of the planet. So there's no escape going these ways. You understand? So it's curtailing the land. The land means earth, okay? And land on earth, all right? So, but check this out, right? Curtailing it of its sides, and it's asking you that. Like, don't you know that? Don't you see all these ships and lights and orbs and all this? Surely, okay? Yes, we do see that. We do see evidence of Third Eye Atlas when it was parked north of Earth. When it was parked. Remember? Remember Third Eye Atlas? Okay? Now, check this out. So we read that one, right? And I'm saying, and Allah pronounces a doom. There is no repeller of his decree. So he announces a doom. What is the doom? The judgment or the near chastisement. One of the two. And there's no repeller. There's no one to remove this chastisement from us. Okay? And the decree is already done. It's already signed off. It's already dated. It's in the making. So yeah. It's already in progress. And my Lord is swift in calling to account. We will be called to account of what our soul earned. And those before them planned indeed, but Allah planning. But all planning is Allah's. He knows what every soul earns. And the disbelievers will come to know for whom is the good end of the abode. So my Lord is the best of planners. He's the best of planners. And he knows what every soul earns. This is my soul earning right now. How is it earning, Brent? It's sharing, it's spending out what Allah gave me of knowledge with my people. Huh? That's my soul's earning. Not me going out working a 9 to 5 with my hands. Okay? Yeah, I mean, that's a little part of it because you're building your community, but the soul is more of an intimate act. You know, like feeding the poor when nobody's watching, cleaning up a mess that's not yours. Okay? That's the soul earnings. Okay? Yeah. And the disbelievers will come to know whom is the good end of the abode. Disbelievers will soon know those that they laughed at, they called stupid. They will soon see them high ranks and in a real good abode, a resting place. That's your abode. My home is my abode. They will see in the end what they didn't see in the beginning. And those who disbelieve say, thou art not a messenger. Say, Allah is sufficient for a witness between me and you and whoever has knowledge of the book. Okay, so disbelievers, they say, Brent, you ain't no messenger. You ain't no messenger. And I will say to them, I don't got to prove nothing to you. What I'm going to say, Allah is sufficient for me as a witness between me and you, that I'm telling the truth. I don't need no man in the flesh to say, yeah, man, I verify Brent, he is the truth. He's a man. No, I say it on my own. And my Lord is my witness. They won't do that, will they? Because they ain't really built like that. I am. so I can say it. Believe it. He made me to say it to you. All right? So no man runs me. No woman runs me. No system runs me. Damn. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hold on for a minute. Shit. Damn. Excuse me. Damn. It's a damn fly. Damn. Excuse me. Hold on for a minute. Yo, man, I woke up this morning, man. I left my window open a little bit last night. See where I live, the trash is like 6 floors under me, right on this side, directly under me. And it's so hot, I know the flies went ham. And man, they all stuck in my my screen. I woke up, there was about 10 of them stuck up in there. I was like, so I can't open the window. They're going to fly in the house. So I had to stick on some gloves and get them out of here, man, for real. And then when I'm done doing the flies, I'll get back to that in a minute. And then when I'm done doing the flies, I get this bulletin that's on news on my phone, and it says, watch out, there's this screw fly, a screw fly around that carries a virus with it. And I'm like, here we go with this shit again. Here they go. So watch out for the screw fly. All right? But yeah, boy, that's just trash out there. And you know, the flies only live for 24 hours, so I try to not kill them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Dude say, what is it like murdering a man? It ain't like stepping on ants. I know that. Believe that. And I never killed a man before. Never. Right? We are visiting the land. Isn't that something? All right. Now 21. Chapter 21. 21. 44. Okay. Now that's that one there, right? And it goes on. It brings it up again, right? It brings it, my Lord brings it up again. It says, or have they gods who can defend them against us? They cannot help themselves, nor can they be defended from us. Nay, we gave provision to these and their fathers until life was prolonged to them. See they not, then, that we are visiting the land, curtailing it of its sides? Can they then prevail? Say, I warn you only by revelation, and the deaf hear not the call when they are warned. And if a blast of the chastisement of thy Lord were to touch them, they would say, oh, woe to us, surely we were unjust. All right, check it out. Nay, my Lord says nay, which means no. We gave provision to these and their fathers. He's speaking about a people where they provided for provision, providing, okay? Them and their fathers until life was prolonged to them, okay? They lived for a long time, a prolonged time. See they not then that we are visiting the land, curtailing it of its sides? Can they then prevail? I have a reel on here that I made months ago around the time when the Third Eye Atlas was all over YouTube. There was one point where Third Eye Atlas was parked on the side of Earth, and there was a guy speaking about it. He was like, hey, Third Eye Atlas is here, and they're in this formation, that military form. Do you think they gonna attack us? Will we win the battle against them? Like, this is the guy, this is the host speaking these words. And it's no coincidence, he's speaking similar words as this spoke. Because can they then prevail? Curtailing it of its size. Like, But this wasn't no war thing. Okay, this wasn't no war thing. They was just letting you know. We see you. We here. We see you. It's true. Believe it or don't, it's going to be on you in the end. You can play dumb all you want. But when you burning in that fire, them cries ain't going to be lies. Straight up. Straight, this ain't no damn game, man. All right, so that's 2 scriptures in this Quran where my Lord says we are visiting the land. We are visiting the earth, curtailing it of its sides. Curtailing it. Military formation, letting you know it ain't no escape, north, south, east, or west. We on every side of you. And my Lord always speaks of the earth as an expanse. Okay, and he says it has sides. And he says that the earth and the heaven are one. They are united. They go hand in hand. And he says that the heaven is as a canopy, like a tree. You know how the tree goes up and the tree expands out up top and it overlays and it gives us shade. That's the canopy. That's how heaven is formed above us. That's what the book says. And the book says that heaven is a structure. It's in structure above us, okay? And the earth is a wide expanse. He doesn't say a round expanse. He doesn't say a flat expanse. He says it's wide and it has sides. Squares have a side. Circles have sides. Circle has a side. It has circle, north, south, east, west. These are sides. It's not like square, okay? But yeah, circle has sides. It has a north, south, east, and a west, right? So, but, hey, man, it's a wide expanse. You do the math. I don't care how it's formed. I know that I'm here. And I know that I got to return to it when I go. This earth. I come from it and I return to it. All right, so we spoke about curtailing the land of its sides. Okay, now let's go to, that's done. Page 1155. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. It says called the resurrection. The resurrection. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Hear me out now. Be quiet and hear me out. Just hear me out, man. Come on now. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Nay, I swear by the day of resurrection. Nay, I swear by the self-accusing spirit. Does man think that we shall not gather his bones? Yes, we are powerful to complete his whole make. Nay, man desires to go on doing evil in front of him. Yeah, we do. Nay, man desires to go on doing evil in front of him. He asks, when is the day of resurrection? So when the sight is confused. So this is the day you looking and the sight's like, that's your sight confused, okay? Sight is not normally confused. It's used to seeing what it usually see every day. Nothing surprising, right? But this will make it confused, right? So when the sight is confused and the moon becomes dark and the sun and the moon are brought together, man will say on that day, whither to flee? No, there is no refuge. Why, with thy Lord on that day is the place of rest. Man will that day be informed of what he sent before and what he put off. So that day, man will that day be informed. So you will be told what you did on this earth and what you didn't do that you know that you needed to have done. Yeah, you know those things. I do it tomorrow. What they say? Mañana. Huh? I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, she can wait. He can wait. What you put off. Okay? Nay, man is evidence against himself. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. When we go to court, don't they get the guilty verdict out of us due to what we do on our own? Evidence against ourselves. We robbed, we took that, we did. Yeah. Check it out now. Hear me out now. Check it out. Nay, man is evidence against himself, though he put up excuses. Move not thy tongue therewith to make haste with it. Surely on us, Allah, the angels and his host, rest the collecting of it and the reciting of it. So usually when your tongue move and you speak, it's your mind giving you words to say off your tongue. When Allah asks your tongue, what did this dude do? The tongue will speak on its own, not from your brain. No. It will have its own brain. It will have its own story about you, just like your vagina will, and your penis will, and your asshole will. They all will have stories. Funky stories, but stories, right? Check it out. Don't mean to be nasty, but these are things that we got to know. We got to know this, man. You will get questioned, and every part of you will be questioned. Make sure that part is clean and has a good rapport. My penis going to have a good rapport. You know what I mean? You feel me? Because I kept my chastity. Yeah, I did. I kept my chastity. And I only went into my woman, the one who possessed my right hand. I'm not married, but she possesses my right hand. This is my right hand woman here now. She gets everything from me. You know what I mean? That's my right hand. Those who possess your right hand. All right? Check it out. Surely on us rests the collecting of it and the reciting of it. When my tongue tells what it did, it'll say, he read the book every day. He slipped up a lot, but the majority of the time, he was reciting your messages. His tongue, Brent James' tongue. Yeah. You know, that same tongue that used to do wild stuff with. You know what I mean? Speaking blasphemy with. That same tongue, Check it out now. So when we recite it, follow its recitation. Again, on us rest the explaining of it. Nay, but you love the present life and neglect the hereafter. Some faces that day will be bright, looking to their Lord, and other faces that day will be gloomy, knowing that a great disaster will be made to befall them. Nay, when it comes up to the throat, and it is said, who will ascend with it? And he is sure that this is the parting, and affliction is combined with affliction. To thy Lord on that day is the driving. Now, let's go back to Surah 27, where it says, and it is said, who will ascend with it? So just imagine, this is what I get out of this surah. Imagine us, me and y'all, all right? We with out there in a field, building, laughing, joking, okay? Shooting the shit, whatever, chopping it up, right? Suddenly, something lands in our court. Something lands, something appears. that's foreign to us. And we're looking at each other, looking at this object. This is imagination now, vision now, picture me rolling now, check it out. And it was said, so we looking at this thing, foreign object. So, and it is said, so amongst us, we will say, who will ascend with that? Who will leave with it? Ascend means rise. Ascend means going up. Okay? Who will ascend with it? So we're asking one another, who's going to leave with that thing? Why would we ask one another that? Because we know that, because the next one says, and he is sure that this is the parting. You know how at the end of the day, you and your date part ways, right? This is what's going to happen. We all standing in the field, and the believer will know in his heart that this is his ride home. So he knows that this is the parting. I know that this is the parting. This is where I go and you stay. And it spoke about this in the Bible. When one man in the field, one will go, one will stay. Two women giving birth, one will go, one will stay. One, you know what I mean? Okay? But I am sure, and he is sure, that this is the parting. This is where we part. Believers and disbelievers. Earthly beings and beings that lived on another level on earth. Beings like me, who overcame the earth. Okay? And affliction is combined with affliction. To thy Lord on that day is the driving. The driving. Driving is moving forward. Movement, right? The dead rise. So he accepted not the truth, nor prayed, but denied and turned back. Then he went to his people in haughtiness, nearer to thee, and nearer. Again, nearer to thee. Nearer is woe. Does man think that he will be left aimless? Was he not a small life germ in sperm emitted? Excuse me. Then he was a clot. So he created him, then made him perfect. Then he made of him, of Adam, he made Adam perfect. Then he, Allah, made Adam, him, two kinds, the male and the female. This is why we are of, not the seed of Allah, we're the seed of Adam, the seed of Abraham. Abraham being from the seed of Adam and Noah and all them, right? So check it out, right? So then he made of him two kinds. So we come from Adam, the male and the female. And from these two came many people, but that's not here. But check it out. Then he made of him two kinds, the male and the female. Is not he powerful to give life to the dead? Yeah, he is. Question mark at the end of that. I always answer them. Oh, man. All right. Saying we at the hour mark. Let me go take a minute break. All right. Be right back. We're going to do our thing. We're going to go about another half hour and we're going to wrap it up. All right. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Much love and respect. Just give me a sec. This face belongs on the tissue. This face belongs on the tissue. Bro, it gotta be at least 90 degrees out there joint today, man. Real. I got this new incense, man. It's lavender. Whoo, boy. It smells bomb. I put it right up under the fan, right? So it can blow the whole spot down. Leave that right there. Leave that on me, right? It's on me. Yeah, you know. I've been lifting the weights lately, man. I've been getting real big on the bodybuilding thing, man. I think by next month I'll be up at 165, and then I'm going to a contest, man, a bodybuilding contest, and I'll keep y'all updated with the events and all that. I'm gonna try out for it, man. You know what I mean? Going there right, natural, all natural, no drugs, just hard work. You know what I mean? Low sets, low sets, high sets, low reps, fast twitch, slow twitch muscles activated, baby. Brent James ain't playing, man. You gotta be built and ready for war, you know? Your inside has to reflect your outside, you know what I mean? You're like, it will. You know, my light is growing so bright because of the truth that I have accepted and I have activated in my life and exercised it. My light has become so illuminated that, you know, like I'm tanning, but I'm just getting brighter. Like, no, I'll just play with you. Just get back to the joy, right? Let's get busy, right? All right. So, yeah, we did that, right? Ain't that something? Huh? Ain't that something? Let's get this. 1072. That's the page. I'm gonna read this to you. Just going through a few things. And I'll read the comments. You got anything to ask me? Ask me and put the question mark at the end, and I'll answer it at the end when I read all the comments like I always do. Because you know I gotta hear my Jesus is Lord. Jesus loves you. I know he do. I love him with a passion. I've been loving him my whole life. He inspires me to do all this. He's in me. You know what I mean? We from the same blood. All the messengers are related. I'm related to Abraham, Adam, Noah, Jacob, okay? Aaron, Moses, Jesus, John, Muhammad, Elijah, Farrakhan. I'm related to all of them. Can't see it? Don't we look alike? We do in ways. We have a certain build. We have a certain way about us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, it's deep. You got to know your people, man. Who's my people? Those are most noblest in their duty to Allah. Black or white, or anything in between. You know, white people, they could be Muslims too. They're my brother by faith, not by blood, by faith. This is what the books say. All right, check it out. 1072. I'll be there in a minute. Here I am right here. Check it out. Okay. Hast thou not seen those who take for friends a people with whom Allah is wroth? I've seen them. A believer cannot be friends with a devil. They are neither of you nor of them. So their loyalty don't lies with you, and their loyalty don't even lie with their own people. Hey, you wanna know what bugged me out, man? Yo, these desert Arabs, these Middle Eastern Arabs, desert Arabs, they think that they have to explain this to the American black man. They think that they have to be the ones that say, this means this, and this means, man, shut your ass up. My Lord made this book easy to comprehend, man, my daughter used to read this book. I used to pay her $20 an hour to read. No, like I used to pay her $20 for a half hour of reading this. And man, she sounded so sweet. She, in the name of Allah. It was so cute, man. It was cute. That's my baby. All right. Now, where I was at. All right. Check it out. And they swear falsely. They are neither of you nor of them. And they swear falsely. And they swear falsely while they know. Allah has prepared for them a severe chastisement. Evil indeed is that which they do. They take shelter under their oaths. So they turn men from Allah's way. For them is an abasing chastisement of no avail against Allah will be to them their wealth or their children. They are the companions of the fire. Therein they will abide. On the day when Allah will raise them all up, they will swear to him as they swear to you, and they think that they have some excuse. Now surely they are the liars. You see how my Lord speaks to us? You would think he's talking to me right here. Like, I mean, this is Jabril here. This is Jabril the angel. He rapping to me like a regular, like, he's just telling me what it is. Why can't y'all accept this, man? Like, would you rather not what hurt will it do to you accepting this? Rather, what hurt would it do not accepting it? They are liars. The devil has gained the mastery over them, so he has made them forget the remembrance of Allah. They are the devil's party. Now surely the devil's party are the losers, those who oppose Allah and his messenger. They shall be among the most abased. Allah has written down, hear this clear. Allah has written down, I shall certainly prevail. I and my messengers. Surely Allah is strong, mighty. And so it's a game already fixed, my people. You know, like every other game, sport in this earth is fixed. This life is a game and a sport, and it's fixed. My Lord says, Allah has written down. Jibril tells us this. You know, my Lord, Allah written it down. Jibril, what did Allah write down? He wrote down, I and my messenger shall prevail. No, I shall prevail. I shall certainly prevail. Who, my Lord? Jibril asked Allah, I, Allah, and my messengers, not angels, not aiders, not archangels, not the exalted assembly, not the exalted chiefs. No, his messengers, men. We shall prevail along with our Lord, like I am right now with the word of Allah. You know what I mean? So the game is fixed. The game of life is fixed. All right? Those who oppose Allah and his messenger, they shall be among the most abased. Okay? Thou wilt not find a people who believe in Allah and the latter day, loving those who oppose Allah and his messenger, even though they be their fathers, or their sons, or their brothers, or their kinfolk. These are they whose hearts he has impressed faith and strengthened them with a hold on, check it. I try to get too there, get me pumped, right? These are they into whose hearts Allah has impressed faith and strengthened them with the spirit from himself. Do you hear anything about an image and a likeness? Do you? No, you don't. No. What did you hear? Huh? What did he do? Impress faith on the heart of his people and strengthened them with the spirit from himself. That's what he gave Adam. Dust and spirit. This is not the dude out of the Bible who's made in the image and likeness of us. Us is in one. You understand? Yeah, but you don't hear me though. You understand, but you don't hear me though. You gonna hear it though when that trumpet is blown. Believe it. Check it out now. Impress faith and strengthen them with the spirit from himself. And he will cause them to enter gardens wherein flow rivers abiding therein. Allah is well pleased with them and they are well pleased with him. Yes, we are. These are Allah's party. Now surely it is Allah's party who are the successful. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Yeah. Ain't nothing but Allah's party. Nothing but Allah's party. Ain't nothing but a... Check it out. All right, that's the end of that one. 1170. 11. Where we at? 103. Okay, an hour and 3 minutes. 1170. Just give me a little bit more time and you can go on with your, with your 1-2, Just gonna chop it up. Know what I'm talking about? You gonna chop it up a little bit. Know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about? You gonna chop it up. This book is so beautiful, man. It is. Okay, here we go. Check it out. This is called Chapter 78, Part 30, Al-Naba, the announcement. The announcement. Okay, check it out. I can't even get like that. Check it out. Let's do it. The announcement. You ready? I'm scared. Right. In the name of Allah, the day of decision. Section 1. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Of what do they ask one another? Of the tremendous announcement about which they differ? Nay, they will soon know. Nay, again, they will soon know. Have we not made the earth an expanse and made the mountains as pegs? You know how you got a bike and you get off the bike and you stand it up, you flip down the peg and it stabilizes the bike. The mountains are used as that on the earth. So it makes you think, is it flat? But mountains, they can hold peg upside down and sideways, right? But check it out, I don't know, man, it's deep, right? Check it out. And the mountains as pegs? Question mark. And we have created you in pairs and made your sleep for rest and made the night a covering and made the day for seeking livelihood. And we have made above you 7 strong bodies and made a shining lamp. And we send down from the clouds water pouring forth in abundance, that we may bring forth thereby grain and herbs and luxuriant gardens. Surely the day of decision is appointed, the day when the trumpet is blown. So you come forth in host, and the heaven is opened, so it becomes as doors. And the mountains are moved off, so they remain a semblance. Surely hell lies in wait, a resort for the inordinate, living therein for long years. They taste not therein coolness nor drink, but boiling and intensely cold water, requital corresponding. Surely they feared not the reckoning and rejected our messages. giving the lie thereto. And we have recorded everything in a book. So taste, for we shall add to you nothing but chastisement. Surely for those who keep their duty is achievement, gardens and vineyards, and youthful companions. Companions. Equals in age. Equals in age. And a pure cup, they hear not therein vain words, nor lying. A reward from thy Lord, a gift sufficient, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and what is between them. The beneficent, they are not able to address him. Listen, the day when the Spirit and the angels stand in ranks, none shall speak except he whom the beneficent permits, and he speaks aright. That is the true day. So whoever desires may take refuge with his Lord. Truly we warn you of a chastisement near at hand. The day when man will see what his hands have sent before, and the disbeliever will say, "Oh, would that I were dust." 206. Check it out. And serve Allah and associate nothing with him. And do good to the parents and to the near of kin and the orphans and the needy and the neighbor of your kin and the alien neighbor and the alien neighbor. We're going to have them soon. They here and they trying to make themselves known slowly but gradually, but be good unto them like you would do a human being. You know what I mean? They're a creature of Allah like us. Okay? Be good to them. Don't do them wrong. Treat them how you want to be treated and everything will be good. My Lord telling you the alien neighbor, and he don't mean the migrant. He says that later on, the migrant. Okay? In this one, it's the alien. Period. You can take it or leave it. Check it out. The alien neighbor, and the companion in a journey, and the wayfarer, and those whom your right hands possess. Surely Allah loves not such as are proud, boastful. All right. So my Lord says, and serve Allah and associate nothing with him. No man, no creature, no object. Nothing is beside Allah. He's alone. Don't you get that? All right. Just like you alone every day. Same thing. You know about being alone, right? I know you do. So don't start acting foolish here like you don't know what alone means. Shit. We should know this Lord really good, man, because we always alone and nobody got no friends no more, man. Like, you know, the lone riders live the longest, man. The crowds die out because they do what each other do, whether it's detrimental or good for them. They do it. Now, who are niggardly and bid people to be niggardly? Niggardly means greedy. Who are niggardly and bid people to be niggardly and hide that which Allah has given them out of his grace. And we have prepared for the disbelievers an abasing chastisement. So my Lord does not love proud, boastful people who are greedy, who make others greedy like them by, you know, hey, I'm going to give you this, but don't tell them, right? who are niggardly, and bid people to be niggardly, and hide that which Allah has given them out of his grace. My Lord gives us gifts, okay? One of our duties as a Muslim is to spend out of what Allah has given you. So with your gift, you must spend it. Spend it means give, share. This man in here, the disbeliever, he hoards what Allah gives him. He hides it. He does nothing with it. He acts like he knows nothing, but he has blessings all around him. But he's the most retarded one around. And you wondering, how does he accumulate this being the retard he is? Because my Lord gives those who want the reward of this life, he gives it to those who want it now in this life for exchange for the hereafter. So a lot of these, this is why it says it's hard for a rich man to enter heaven. He has to go through the eye of the needle of a camel, whatever. But yeah, it's very difficult because he's living his heaven already. He has what he desires. Okay? Everything. He has his heaven here. So the next life, I'm not saying that my Lord don't give you both in each life. It all depends, man. But if you are grateful in this life for what he gave you, you will have it the next. But if you do wrong with it, 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting it again. And the next time you get it, it ain't gonna be for a fixed term of 2,000, 6,000 years. It's gonna be forever. Forever with Allah. So which bargain is better? You live now for a good 80 years, you black 40, 50 years, then eternity. Which is greater? So do your best here so you can reap it hereafter. Let's get to it. And those who spend their wealth to be seen of men and believe not in Allah, nor in the last day. Let me read the rest of this. And as for him whose companion is the devil, an evil companion is he. So a lot of these dudes and those, you know, those men who spend their wealth to be seen by men. They pray outside. They're in their car. They got to pull over in the middle of the street. They're doing prostration and they got to be seen. They got to be they only do it to be seen of men, not by Allah. No, it don't count if it's not seen by men. So they don't do nothing to help nothing if it's not seen. Because that's what it's all about. The image you project, because you're made in the image and likeness of them. You understand? It's all about the image. The image. Image and likeness rule this world. This is what attracts people. The image. What not attracts people is that which is hidden, which is the spirit. That's from Allah. That's within. That takes vision, this vision, third eye vision. You see that with the third eye open. If it's closed and you third eye deficient, you only got these physical eyes and they're limited. And if you grew up in poverty with no hope and they're very limited. Your perception is very limited when you grow up poor in poverty. And those who spend their wealth to be seen of men and believe not in Allah, nor in the last day. And as for him whose companion is the devil, an evil companion is he, and what harm would it do them if they believe in Allah in the last day and spend of that which Allah has given them? And Allah is ever knower of them. My Lord says, and what harm would it do to y'all if you did believe in Allah and his judgment? What harm would it do? I believe in Allah and his judgment. Go on with life. Your belief don't change. Okay? You verified it. Boom. You made your oath. You made your truth known. Okay? Now go on with your life and treat others how you want to be treated. Damn it. Is it that hard? No, it's that easy. Sometimes it's too easy for us. We so used to having to beg and work hard to get everything that comes natural to everybody else. You know, we make easy things very difficult because we're a tried people. We've been tried our whole term here in this earth, black people. It's heavy, man. It's heavy. And what harm would it do if they believe in Allah in the last day and spend out of that which Allah has given them? That's the thing. That's what it is. Y'all don't want to share what the money, that your gift got you. Who gave you that gift? Who gave you that knowledge to create and reproduce and return? You know what I'm saying? Who gave you that fruit of the spirit? Who gave you that gift to accumulate everything you got? Who gave you that? Your Lord. So who are you to hoard it? You share it. My Lord says, spend it. Spending is giving, and you're receiving. Usually when you spend, you know, you buying a thing, you getting what you want back. But when you spending in the spiritual, it's not material you get back. It's spiritual, unseen blessings bestowed on you. I know. Brent cooked up, right? Sure, you're right. And what harm would it do? Surely Allah wrongs not the weight of an atom. And if it is a good deed, he multiplies it and gives from himself a great reward. What was the message everybody told us growing up as kids? What did they always say to us? Strangers, teachers, friends, adults, what did they always tell us when we were leaving them? Can I hear it in the comments? What did the people always tell us when we were growing up? He speaks to me through this book, and when you read the book enough, the book becomes you. So he speaks to your heart. He speaks to your heart. He's in you, but you can hear him live. You know what I mean? Through this book. What's the big deal? But what was I going to say? Yeah, be good. Be good. Didn't they always tell us that? Brent, be good. Behave yourself. Remember that one? Behave yourself. Yeah, that was the spirit using that person to tell you who you are and what you got to do. Behave yourself. How hard is that? And believe in Allah and his judgment. Not hard, right? Yeah, it's hard. Not for believers, but hard for the polytheists, those who worship idols, okay? Ali, be careful, all right? On the day, okay, surely he wrongs, okay? My Lord multiplies a good deed and gives from himself a reward to you. So stock up on your good deeds. Now, don't just go out and start being nice to everybody. That's fake. Do it when it comes to you. It will present itself to you. My Lord will send something to you to test you once you make your bargain and accept him in your life. He's going to test you. He tries us by way of good and evil. So we can see who believes and who's the liar. He tries us by way of good and evil. He tries us. Just like your woman try you. Just like your man tries you. Just like the police try you. Strangers, your enemy, try you. They want to see what you built like. What you do under pressure. What you do when the cards are down. What you do when you're up. What do you do when you're down? You being tried. You being tried. You being measured. You being sized up. You know how a dude mugging you for no reason? He's sizing you up. See if he can take you. Looking to see any weaknesses in you that he can capitalize on. He's sizing you up. He's trying you. Our Lord tries us with good and evil. All right. But how will it be when we bring from every people a witness and bring thee as a witness against these? On that day, will those who disbelieve and disobeyed the messenger desire that the earth were leveled with them? Oh my goodness. And they can hide no fact from Allah. I don't remember reading that ever. And they can hide no fact from Allah. Oh, I mean, of course not, but I never read that. And I've been reading this a long time. This book is like that. He will let me read. He will block stuff from me until I'm ready to understand it. Then he will reveal it to me in the book. I might have looked at it, went across and never seen. This is why, this book is new. Every time I open it up, it's new. It never gets old. That's the majesty about this book. It just never ages. It's just eternal, bro. This book is a guarded tablet. Guarded. None of the books was guarded before this. The Torah, Gospel, you know what I mean? They wasn't guarded. This is why they got corrupted. But this one here, O you who believe, go not near prayer when you are intoxicated, till you know what you say, nor after sexual intercourse, except you are merely passing by, until you have bathed. And if you are sick, or on a journey, or one of you comes from the privy, or you have touched the woman, and you cannot find water, betake yourselves to pure earth, then wipe your faces and hands. Surely Allah is ever pardoning, forgiving. Seest thou not those to whom a portion of the book was given? They buy error and desire to make you err from the right way. He's speaking about the desert Arabs. They was given the book, a portion of the book. The Israelites, okay? They know the truth, okay? They don't want us to know the truth. And so they teach us what they want us to learn, not what was taught to them from Allah that made them accumulate all the wealth that they have. They don't teach us that lesson. No. They neglected that portion to teach us that portion. Why? Because it would make us wealthy. It would give us what they have. And they wouldn't feel special like they do if everybody had what they had. Because they're material-based beings. Their material, it values them, gives them value. Their material gain gives them value because they have no substance. They can only allure you with material. They can't allure you like I'm alluring you with the spirit, with truth. They haven't touched that aspect of themselves yet, and they don't plan to. They're good with this world's life. Allah best knows your enemies, and Allah is sufficient as a friend, and Allah is sufficient as a helper. Yeah, he is. I don't got no friends. What my boy DMG say? I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no friends. Check out DMG Paradigm YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, I fuck with them here and there. Yeah, I mean, they've been getting a little corny lately. Yeah, I mean, but they turning it back up again. Tune in. See, that's what I do. Nobody invites y'all to my channel that's a Muslim that speak about, see, because they ain't built like Brent. I'm gonna get mine regardless. So I fear no man. I fear no man. See, these dudes think if they mention my name in their podcast, I'm gonna take all their subscribers. I'm gonna take some from. I'm gonna take them. Bro, then how the hell are we gonna ever unite if we don't promote each other as teachers? We're all teachers. We may not be all Muslims, but we're all righteous teachers. Why can't you compliment my light? I compliment yours. No, these dudes be hating on my light. They do. Because they see me and, it ain't no wins in me class. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no wins over here. They can't come at me with the falsehood. They can't come at me with their own personalized teachings of the Bible when I have memorized the whole book. When this book is really this in my heart. This is my heart on the inside. Right here. This book is everything to me. I'm the man. When you want to know the Quran, when you want to know the truth, I'm the man. You come to me. You come to Brent Edward James Jr. when you want the truth of the Quran. If you want that watered down bootleg bullshit, go ahead. There's a bunch of them channels out there. They're going to lead your ass straight to the fire. And you're going to give rise to the flames. Feeling stupid. Then you're going to ask Malik, the angel that's over you down there. Yeah, he's the ruler of the 7 gates of hell, right? You're going to ask him, make an end of us. We can't take it no more. He said, didn't the messenger come to you? Then you'll say, yes, he did. But we were retarded. Check it out. Some of those who are Jews alter words from their places and say, we have heard and we disobey, and say, hear without being made to hear, and say, ra'ina, distorting with their tongues and slandering religion. And if they had said, we hear and we obey, and hearken and anzarana, it would have been better for them and more upright. But Allah has cursed them on account of their disbelief. So they believe not, but a little. O you who have been given the book, believe in what we have revealed, verifying that which you have, before we destroy the leaders and turn them on their backs, or curse them as we cursed the Sabbath breakers. And the command of Allah is ever executed. Now, how my Lord chastised the Sabbath breakers? How did he curse them? He turned them into monkeys and swine, apes and swine. He turned them into apes and pigs. Yeah, the people of Elah by the Red Sea, situated by the Red Sea. My Lord told them, don't fish on the Sabbath day. Their fish used to come to them without fishing for them. They used to come to the, and jump right in their bucket. Boop. Okay? So he told them, don't go. But they set the nets so it would catch them the day they wasn't there. Ain't that grimy? You couldn't miss one Sunday or Friday. So he turned them into apes and swine, because that's how they acted. So, would these apes and these pigs were once men, black men, because the Jews are black. The real Jews are black. So they turned into apes and pigs. Now, wouldn't they now you got to ask yourself, did they stay like that permanently? Or as time went on and evolution takes its course and them mixing, apes having sex with women, pigs having sex, yes, all that. And then after a while, lo and behold, you got yourself a Caucasian, Khazarian, in the caves at the goddamn Europe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, it done devolved into what we have now. Huh? Yeah, I know that was a little heavy, a little falling apart, but yeah, just think about it, man. It's a deep thing, man. Like, check it out. We cursed the Sabbath breakers. Surely Allah forgives not that a partner should be set up with him. See, the Nation of Islam, I love them. I love Elijah Muhammad, and I love Farrakhan. He's my messenger, okay? But one thing that they did that I didn't agree with, and I never did, and I never will, they not only make a man Allah, they say Farad Muhammad is Allah. And that's not, they going beyond like associating, giving Allah a partner. They didn't skip past the partner and just went to, he's Allah. Like, damn, what chastisement does that one bring? I could imagine. My Lord don't even say that in here because he know nobody's that stupid. He says, surely Allah forgives not. He forgives all except this thing here, man, that a partner should be set up with him. They made Farad Allah, not a partner of Allah. They made him Allah personally, bro. I don't know. That's you. You're in error, Nation of Islam, and I hope you brothers wake up out of that. See, Farrakhan, they betrayed Farrakhan because he was bringing them out of that. He was saying, Allah, there's no one beside him. Farad had the spirit of Allah in him. He's a messenger, but we don't pray to Farad. And they didn't like that. So then the campaign started. All these Nation of Islam dudes go start their own little sects, and they don't prosper. I've watched them on YouTube. They do not prosper. They're really bootleg channels, man. And nothing will prosper when you disobey the messenger of Allah. Who are you? Okay, yeah, they didn't like that about Farrakhan. He told them worship Allah alone. And they don't like that. They like to worship men. Because men are flawed. Men, they can always say, you a man like me. Whoa. You understand? No, man. Allah he's not Farad. Vision comprehends him not, and Allah comprehends all vision. He begets not, nor is he begotten. Moses asked to see Allah. Allah said, you can't see me, but look at the mountain. I'll destroy it. You can see my glory and power, but you cannot see me. What do you think this is, man? You're going to see him when you die, and he judges you. We all will stand before the Lord of the worlds. Then you will get what you wanted. You want to see him so bad? You want to make men him? You're going to meet him one day, and what he going to do with you for doing that? Page 1216. We rolling, man. We rolling. Non-stop action. No editing. No filters. No filters here. I don't have them in my life. Why should I use a filter on him on my phone? I don't use them in real life. I'm real raw all the time. This is my face. This is my structure. Yeah, I mean, ain't no shame here with me, bro. I don't have to make my eyes like flawless face, flawless, just everything flawless. And then when I move quick on the phone, you see a whole nother face. You see that pretty face being left behind, lagging a little bit. And then you look like Two-Face off of Batman and shit. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's deceit. That's the devil. This is one of his contraptions, man. Deceit. Huh? But they want you to believe their message on their page when they can't even show their true form. You're a walking contradiction lie. So how can you expect any real truth come your way? Can't even be real with yourself. Come on now, let's get real. Be you. Ugly or beautiful. I'm an artist. I draw, right? And from being an artist, I've realized that my Lord don't make ugly. People make ugly. Evil deeds turn a person. There's beauty in every living person. I see it. When I draw them, you spending hours looking at a picture. You see a lot. I've seen a lot. And when I was in prison, I drew a lot of portraits. And if the guy was a woman beater, I could see it in the eyes of this woman in the picture. I could see her pain, and I would have trouble drawing it. But if the woman was at peace and the woman was happy, or just whoever was in the picture they wanted me to draw was smiling, they was happy, man, I can draw it fast. I can draw it fast. But if it's pain in the picture of the person, I have to apply my light into their portrait. And that takes a little bit more time. But basically, the moral of the story is that there's beauty in all Allah's creation. You just can't see it because you haven't seen your own beauty and accepted your own beauty yet. You can only see what you are. So if I'm ugly, then God damn it, what are you? If I'm this and I'm that, what are you? If that's what you see in me, then goddamn it, it started from within you first. Then it projected, then I showed it to you, and you confirmed it. Yeah, I know. I got a little off the bed. Let's get back to it, right? We almost done. Check it out this here, right? 12:16, and then we're going to wrap it up. Damn, you know what, man? I think I got 2,600 reels. And I got almost 100 live videos. Yo, in 1 year, man. Nobody paid me for this. This was done out the fruit of the spirit. Because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. What I look like charging y'all small price for the messages of Allah? Hasn't that already been done with the hadiths? And look where it got people. Charging. Nah, the most precious things are free. All right, I'm going to read this and we're going to wrap it up. Check it out. Man, I got a lot of stuff. Let me say one thing. Chapter 14. I wrote down some notes, but I got caught up today. These last videos, I'm just really building with y'all, giving y'all more insight about who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Even though I do that on every video, but you know, there's always someone new watching. So yeah, my name is Brent, and this page is the Quran and the Muslim ISHMALITE. That's my YouTube page. It's a beautiful page. Ain't none like it, and never will be nothing like it. Chapter 14, 22. Never ask y'all for a dime. You know what I mean? Just wanted y'all to pay me attention. And a lot of y'all can't even do that over $1 an hour. You know what I mean? If I paid y'all $1 an hour, $1 1 hour to pay attention, y'all would just leave with 50 cents. Because y'all don't pay attention, man. You think I'm just blowing smoke up your ass with, you know what I mean? Nah, bro, I'm just speaking to your soul, man. Making you acquainted with it. Sometimes the people got to see the truth, the light, you know, to know that it's real. I confirm that. This is my life, my appearance, how I work, my home. This is a product of Allah. This is a product of Islam. This is what you get when you submit, when you pray, when you do good unto others. This is what you get. And yo, hard times don't stop. No, Because the more good you do, the more bad comes at you double time. But you got the strength to handle it because you growing as you doing it. Plus, my soul never gives a soul a burden beyond its ability. You know how they say, you never get more than you can chew. Like, y'all know the saying, you know what I mean? He don't ever give you much more than you can handle. Okay? Yeah. Every soul has a scope of its ability. He knows what you can handle and what you just gotta face it and go through it. Sometimes it's not all about winning at the end. Sometimes it ain't all about a reward. Sometimes you just got to endure. That's it. Just make it through the day, baby. Make it through the night. Everything don't come with a reward or some big outcome. You survived. That's the reward. And you took knowledge from it. You grew from it. The experience. That's the reward. You get to live and speak about it and teach it and apply it. Exercise. That's the reward of your enduring hardship. Check it out. And the devil will say, ooh, check it out. Here's your boy. Here's your boy. And the devil will say, when the matter is decided. So this is after judgment. Everything's done. The matter is decided. Okay? This is what the devil says to you. Surely Allah promised you a promise of truth. And I promised you, then failed you. And I had no authority over you, except I called you and you obeyed me. You hear that? The devil said, I had no authority over you, except that I called you and you obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. Do you hear the devil? This is the devil speaking. Blame yourselves. I cannot come to your help. Yo, copy, please, right? Nor can you come to my help. I deny you're associating me with Allah before. Surely, for the unjust is a painful chastisement, and those who believe and do good are made to enter gardens wherein flow rivers, abiding therein by their Lord's permission. Their greeting therein is peace. So, you see how the devil uses you? He said, I had no authority over you, except I called you, and you obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot come to your help, and you cannot come to my help when Allah chastises my ass. Right? And then the devil go on to say, I denied you're associating me with Allah before. So this has happened before? Of course. Of course. Many generations have failed in this. Y'all ain't never hear the devil speak, huh? Huh? You ain't never hear the devil speak. There it is, right here. And the devil will say, oh man, it's just beautiful. All right, one more page and then it's a wrap, right? 78, chapter 78. You know, I build with y'all besides the book because I want y'all to know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a regular dude, man. Just like you, man. This is my personality. This is me, man, with or without the book. Like, bro, this is what the book made. Like, am I a weirdo? Am I trying to act, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is raw. This is real, man. You ain't never gonna see nothing raw like this on here. No, this is what Allah made. And those other channels, that's who us made. You know, the image and the likeness gods. That's who they created. You don't get nothing out of their videos except what? What do you get out of their videos on YouTube? What do you get out of their videos? You get, damn, what's the word I had in my mind? I just had it. You get out of their videos an image and a likeness. No, you get an image. They give you an image. They got the cloth, they got the library in the back, they got the round table, they got the imams around, they got the no book around nowhere, but they give you the image. They give you the image. That comes from us. You heard? All right, now I know I got a little wild there. I kind of lost it, but check it out. I pulled it back. Thank you, Spirit. Chapter 78. Okay, hold on now. Read here. 78, 38. Okay, check it out. I'm going to read this whole thing to you, right? All right. Surely for those who keep their duty is achievement, gardens and vineyards, and youthful companions in a pure cup. Oh, already read that. So shit at hand. Okay, devil speaks. 35:11, 12:16. Let me see. Okay, hold on for a minute. Hold on now. Okay, we're going to read this and wrap it up. Okay, in the name of Allah, this is chapter 91, Al-Shams, the sun. Okay, in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, by the sun and his brightness, and the moon when she borrows light from him, and the day when it exposes it to view, and the night when it draws a veil over it, and the heaven and its make, and the earth and its extension, and the soul and its perfection. So he reveals to it its way of evil and its way of good. Do you hear that? So he reveals to it, the spirit, its way of good and its way of evil, the soul, I'm sorry. Yeah, my Lord reveals to the soul its way of evil and its way of good. He is indeed successful who causes it to grow. Do you cause your spirit to grow? How do you cause your spirit to grow? By feeding yourself truth. Not lies, not hearsay, not imagination. By feeding your soul, your mind, your heart, and spirit truth. Truth. He is indeed successful who causes it to grow, and he indeed fails who buries it. How do you bury a soul? You do it by doing evil deeds consistently. You bury it, so much so to the point where it's in the grave and it's dead. You hear not, it speaks not. Okay, there's a lot of dudes out there like that. They don't have no conscience. They don't have a conscience, okay, about, hey, I'm doing wrong, don't do that. They don't have that voice in their head. That's the soul. That's the soul discerning. When you want to do wrong and your hands are ready to do it, but before you light up the crack, your mind and your heart say, Brent, don't do it. Don't do it. That's the spirit. No, I'm sorry. That's the soul speaking to you, deterring you from doing wrong. Now, the more you ignore that inner voice, the more dull it gets, to the point where you can't hear it no more. Then you become a zombie with no conscience. Without that conscience, you can't feel, you can't express empathy, compassion. These are things that come with the spirit and the soul and the fruits of thereof. In bad shape, man. Thamud rejected the truth in their inordinacy. This town called Thamud, right? This was a people in the time of Noah. Before Noah, I think. No, that was Ad. Okay? Thamud rejected the truth in their inordinacy when the basis of them broke forth with mischief. So Allah's messenger said to them, this is Shuaib, he's their messenger, leave alone Allah's she-camel and give her to drink. But they called him a liar and slaughtered her. So their Lord destroyed them for their sin and leveled them with the ground, and he fears not its consequence. My Lord says, he fears not its consequence. Who can consequence Allah? You know what I mean? And he fears not its consequence. So whatever comes out of that, destroyment. All right. One more. The night. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the night when it draws a veil, and the day when it shines, and the creating of the male and the female, your striving is surely for diverse ends. Then as for him who gives and keeps his duty, then as for him who gives, do you give or is you a taker? I've always been a giver. Then as for him who gives and keeps his duty and accepts what is good, we facilitate for him the way to ease. Yes, he does. My life before I moved in here was not of no damn ease, man. This past 3.5, 4 years I've been in my home. He facilitate for me the way to ease. And I'm learning how to live a life of ease. And it's hard for me. But I'm learning. I'm learning to accept the good things that come my way and living good and receiving good things. I never had that. Always had to go and get it myself. And now I'm in a season of receiving, and it's odd to me. But I let it flow, and I just be grateful, and I just let it grow on me, you know. He wants ease for me. But do I want it for myself? Yes, I do. I didn't want it for a long time because I was scared of ease, because all I knew was carnage, chaos. That's what I thrived off. A big part of me, but a small part of me always knew, Brent, this ain't you. You feel bad after you do wrong. These guys don't. All right, you different, Brent. You different. Not indifferent, but you different. I'm probably indifferent too. I'm different. You know what I mean? We ain't the same. We're not. One is a believer and one's a disbeliever. You know what I mean? All right, check it out. We facilitate for him. Check it out. And as for him who is niggardly and considers himself self-sufficient and rejects what is good, we facilitate for him the way to distress, and his wealth will not avail him when he perishes. Surely ours is it to show the way, and surely ours is the hereafter and the former, none will enter it, but the most unfortunate, who rejects the truth and turns his back, and away from it shall be kept the most faithful to duty, who gives his wealth, purifying himself, and none has with him any boon for reward, except the seeking of the pleasure of his Lord, the Most High, and he will soon be well pleased. I know, my Lord. Thank you. Now, this is the last one, all right? Check me out. This one hits my heart because it's talking to me directly. Check it out. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the brightness of the day, and the day when it is still, thy Lord has not forsaken thee, nor is he displeased. And surely the latter state is better for thee than the former. And soon will thy Lord give thee, so that you will be well pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and give thee shelter? Yes, you did, my Lord. And find thee groping, so he showed the way. Yes, my Lord. And find thee in want, so he enriched thee. Yeah, you did. Therefore the orphan oppress not, and him who asks chide not, and the favor of thy Lord proclaim. Right. Let me heat up my coffee and I'll read. Take a little break for a minute. I'll come back and read what you guys got to ask if there's anything to ask. You know what I mean? Take this trash out for sure. Got a vacuum. Boy, I tell you, boy, this cat, boy, that fur, ass fur be everywhere, man. I was eating a burger yesterday, man. I had a piece of cat ass fur on my burger, man. I was hot. This is my cat. I brushed him and everything, man. That fur, that ass hair, man, it be everywhere, right? Check it out. Right. Hey, man, listen. Thank you, my people, my subscribers, my believers on here, my Muslim believers, and my Christian brothers and my sisters, you know what I mean? And the Sabians, and the Magians, and those who are Jews, peace unto you. Because out of the Jews, out of the Christians, yeah, they're wanksters, but out of their sects, there is a group of them that worship Allah and believe in the last day and the resurrection. There is a group within them that do. You're going to hear them. You're going to hear about them soon enough. You know, there's Jews out there, rabbis and everything, that's been on YouTube admitting that, hey, Allah is actually our God. monotheism style, right? They knew Jesus was not the Messiah. They knew that he wasn't the one. Muhammad was. Muhammad was. And Jesus realized that as well. He came 2,000 years too early, right? But he was right on time. Peace be upon Jesus and John. Cousins, brothers, you know what I mean? Messengers. And my Lord is forever sending messengers. Forever sending messengers. He sends messages that he tell us about and those that we know not. I'm one of them messages that he didn't speak about, that you know not, that I'm proclaiming to you, that I've been proclaiming to you since I started my page. I'm a servant of Allah. I'm a messenger of Allah, the Lord of Sirius. You heard? And don't look at me as no magician. I ain't no David Copperfield. I ain't doing miraculous things. My only duty is to give you the good news and the warning and keep it pushing. If you want to be my friend after, we can build. We can do that. But I'm not in charge of you. I'm not a custodian over you. I'm just here to give the good news and the warning. And you run with it and you exercise it. Your style, not my style, your style. And it will complement your style. It will suit you like a fitted suit. The spirit of truth will. But you got to know your size. You got to know what you built like. Everybody ain't built for Islam. It's a militant way of life. Not a sloppy way. Not a lazy way. It's an active life. Active. In good. In firmness. We're not soft people. We just don't. No. We'll bring it. I'll bring it. I don't know about them, but I'm going to bring it to you raw. You know what I mean? I don't back down. Nothing. My girl be saying, babe, all the knowledge you got, Brent, yeah, baby, but I got to teach lessons. I got to make demonstrations sometimes. I got to do examples. I got to make examples out of people. Sometimes they got to feel you, man. Your words ain't enough. The appearance ain't enough. Sometimes you got to be hands-on, and I don't mind that at all. Even now, more. There was a time in my life when I used to chase death. That's how I got my rep, because I would do things that would bring about death. And by the grace of Allah, I would make it through it. And that would blow the onlookers' minds away. And they say, he's our leader. But I had no knowledge then. You know? I just had street knowledge. How to hurt, how to take, how to use, how to abuse, how to manipulate, how to rule people with fear and threats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, you know what I mean? That's how we grow, man. I grew up out of that. That was the worldly Brent, okay? You born with two personalities, man. The one you're born with, that's the one that God gave you, Allah gave you. Then the personality that the world gives you. The world gives you your second personality. Which one will you feed? Because the one you feed is the one that grows. And if it's you only feed that one, making that one grow, the other one gonna die out. It's gonna starve out. Which one do you feed, man? Can't feed both of them. Can't serve two masters now. If you do, you only playing yourself, right? So choose right. Be a servant of good. Accept your Lord. Let's do the prayer. Bismillah ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Idina siratal mustaqim. Siratal latina. Anamta alayhim. Guril mutubi alayhim. Wala darleen. A'udhu billah minash shaitan irrajim. These are they on whom Allah bestowed favors from among the prophets of the seed of Adam and of those whom we carried with Noah, and of the seed of Abraham and Israel, and of those whom we chose, whom we guided and chose, when the When the messages of the beneficent was recited to them, they fell down in submission, weeping. Praise be to Allah, who has not taken to himself a son, and who has not a partner in the kingdom, and who has not a helper because of weakness. I proclaim his greatness, magnifying him. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed devil. Amen. Friday. Yeah. It all began. Barrel, what up? Barrel. Sounds of Truth. What's up, Sounds of Truth? Peace. Barrel, John 18, I got you, baby. What it say? Right, man? Okay. It's Testament, okay. Beat, Barrel, and Sound going back and forth. Sound trying to hit him with the truth, but he just, want that lie, I mean? Never served him a day in his life, but he won that lie. The best of people, the face of the earth that learn the Quran and teach it. Die so one, peace unto you, brother, and thank you for that. Sounds true. Who is the only one who can forgive us and forgive sins? Allah. Yeah, Jesus don't forgive sins, man. Come on now. Who is the first and the last, the beginning and the true light? Check it out. Who's all these things? Love rich. Who is all these things? Oh, check it out. All right, check it out. Okay. You give me a reference to, okay, they're going back and forth on here. I had a supernatural, encounter. I was an atheist 2 years ago, still, till I asked Jesus for signs I could believe. He actually answered, healed my addictions and health issues. Good for you, brother, but understand this. Jesus ain't God, okay? Those are drawn nigh to Allah, love Jesus. So Allah is the sender of good to you. Jesus is a messenger from Allah, not Allah himself, okay? Dog, hello, my brother. What's up, sister? Blind faith isn't required. Jesus answers if you ask him sincerely. Yes. Dolly, hello, and God bless you too, sister. You didn't answer me. Where does Jesus say that? He ain't gonna answer you, brother, because it ain't gonna pop, right? He read it, Sounds. He read it. I pray that you all come to the truth. Jesus answers. You do not know. Do this with your family when someone, check it out. Dolly, brother, please read Book of John. Dolly, what is it out of this book you want me to read about John? What is it? Can you tell me that? Because you've been on this John thing for like 2 weeks now, man. What is it? Can you tell me, Dolly, the message that you want John to tell me? Or you can't remember it? Or you just telling me what you've been meaning to do yourself? But never mind, check it out. But lazy, but not doing it. You know what I mean? Why can't you explain me what John said, man? Why you keep referring me to read? Just tell me, sister. Just tell me what he said. I had a plane for many years in my hands from work. He healed me in the dream. Okay. Laura, all right. Blind, deaf, check it out. Okay. L regarding, okay. So I got people on here putting in work. Read the Bible, brother. Dolly, love that Bible. All right, girl. All right. Jesus said his head on the ground and prayed. Yeah, he did. You say Jesus put his head on the ground and prayed to himself. Yeah, that's called prostration in Islam. And who is Jesus praying to? It's like the answer is in their scripture, but it's like a blinder on, dog. They only see half the truth. They're like me with my left eye covered. You see an eye, but the eye can't see, right? It's like them. They only see half, they only see what they want to see. This is why I told you that you must grow your soul and your spirit, because it discerns. You can't see spiritual words in the physical. You can't receive a spiritual message in the physical. Like, yo, it's hard to even break it down. It's not, but hard for the polytheists. The Father isn't the same person as Jesus. You know what? It trips me out about them with Jesus, because Jesus is called the Son of Mary. And if you look at Genesis, all who beget, he begotten him. Men beget men. Men beget men. But when it comes to Jesus, it's the Son of Mary. Jesus has no father. Yo, the writers of the Bible really mocked Jesus with that. They knew he had no father. So why is he praying to the Father? Why couldn't they say God? Why couldn't they say Allah? Why couldn't they say Yahweh? Why couldn't they say us? Why couldn't Jesus say those titles? Why did he say Father? Knowing good and well he has no physical father. You know, like it's a spit in the face. His father don't exist. So does the other father exist? Like, yo, ask yourself these questions. Like, bro, they really remixed. My Lord says they put words, they move words from their proper places, and they alter words with other words. Like when Moses met Allah at the bush, he didn't say, I am that I am. Why would Allah leave you in suspense like that? He's missing a noun. He's missing a noun, a person, place, a thing. He only described himself as a verb. I am. Okay, where's the title? Where's the name? But in my Quran, when Moses meets him at the burning bush, he says, surely I am Allah, your Lord. So how the Bible get that wrong? No, they left it, I am that I am, so they can leave it optional. So later on, when the truth come out, they can say, well, that meant Allah. Or that I am meant Yahweh, whatever suits, but it's going to be ultimately Allah. They're going to say that stood for Allah. That's how they cover their evil. They tell half truths, half lies. Because lies can't be born unless truth is born first, because the lie comes from the truth. Can't have one without the two. So whatever they say, reverse it. Whatever the devil, the liar says, reverse what they say. And that's the truth. Let me tell you, devils, fake people, they don't have original ideas. They can only take from other people and remix and make it theirs. They do it a lot with the YouTube channels. A lack of originality. Where does originality come from? The spirit. The soul. My page is original page because my soul is lit and I'm lit. You can see it in my face. You can hate all you want. I'm a beautiful man, God damn it. And I know it. I know it. You know what I'm saying? You can hate all you want. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? This is a product of doing righteous deeds, man. My light. This is my light. And you can't borrow my light. You can't. I'm giving you my light by giving you my message. And if you receive it, you will illuminate, period. But you got to feed yourself truth and reject falsehood, man. Limp Bizkit. Hold on. Tell me what you want to do now. Back up, back up. Remember I was talking about it yesterday, man? It was he rolling, rolling, rolling. One God, three persons. Yo, my Quran says, desist from saying three. Your Lord is one. You know what I mean? Man, come on, man. And open your heart. May the Lord, our God, open your eyes, Dolly Leo. And open your heart. He said in John 10:30, see, why can't you do this, Dolly? Me and my Father are one. I thought he was the Father, though. So he makes two one when there's only one. You understand what I'm saying? You see how that don't make sense? Me and my Father are one. One in meaning, it makes sense on the other hand, one in meaning, I do good as he commands me. I am upright. And in my uprightness, that's his way. So we are one. We are one in that fashion. Not one mind. Okay? Because in my book, it says, Allah asks Jesus, did you tell my servants to take you and your mother for two gods? Jesus says, no, my Lord. I told them what you instructed me to tell them. I told them, serve Allah, your God and my God. Him alone, serve him alone and do good. And then Jesus says, my Lord, if I did say what you didn't tell me to say, surely you know it. For thy know what is in thine mind, and I know not what's in thine mind. They don't share the same brain. They don't share the same mind. They share the same way, the way of Islam, the way of good. And that makes him in accordance with his creator. That makes him one. Like me and my wife. We're one. Me and my woman. This is an example. Me and my woman, we're one. You understand now? Now we know that we're not one complete human, but she thinks like me. I think like her. She can read my mind. I can read her mind. We're in tune with each other's spirit. We are one. Not physically, but mentally, spiritually, deedly. You know what I mean? You understand? No, you don't. You do, but you don't want to. I get it. You know, a lot of y'all understand, but if you ran with it, you would have to switch up your whole life. And you just so deep in the dirt, you just like, bro, I don't see no light ahead, but it's there, brother. You just got to start climbing. Stop bitching and moaning and start climbing to the truth, to on high. That's why I understand. That's why I can't understand Christianity, brother. How can a God be three persons but one? The big argument, bro. You could debate that all day. All day. But the chat was so long ago. No, he's just reading the chat. Yeah, yo, that was early. Now I'm at the bottom, all right? So 00287. Okay, I remember this dude. Keep it up, bro. Okay, peace under you too, man. What's up? Ahmad Hitchman. Salam alaikum. I don't know, maybe he was trying to write some Arabic. As a Unitarian Christian, Islam is the truth. Yeah, because you believe in monotheism, homie. You believe in one. That's it, homie. One. Why make it three? What's the point of three? Are you going to do what all three of them prescribe, or all three of them are one and you just listen to one because the three is in the one? But if that one dies, who takes their place out of the three? The three are gone, right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's bugged out. Check it out. Unitarian, yeah. That's beautiful, brother. Okay, check it out. Limp Bizkit, Allah has many names. We're only obligated to know 99. That's right. That's right. I have a reel where I name off 99 attributes of Allah. In the book, it's like 122. That's true about Jesus, the prophet. Yes, Jews reject him, but the God they call Hashem is our Allah. Is that right? Hashem. So Shem, it's a Shemite, Shem. You want to know what? Check it out. Yeah. One of Noah's sons is Japheth. What's the other? Damn. Noah's sons. One of them died. The oldest died in the flood. So I don't know how he reproduced a race when the flood was over. What was the what was the three names of the sons of Noah? Shem, Japheth, and it's a three-letter word. What is it? Hawk? Something like that. But the oldest in my Quran died. And the oldest was the white brother. So Ham, that's what it was. Ham and Seth, what's it? Shem, Ham and Shem survived the flood. Japheth didn't. And Japheth was the white offspring of Noah. Ham was the mulatto type. Shem was the black African. Yeah. So we got black, Middle Eastern, Arabian. They look like mulattoes a little bit, right? Then you got the Caucasian Japheth, right? But Japheth didn't make it. Only the black and the Middle Eastern bloodline made it after the flood. But yeah, but that's another story, man. But nobody never speak about that. They act like all three sons left the ship on land when the flood was over. And from these three races, the world was repopulated, right? But Japheth wasn't there. He died. And he was the white brother. So when did they come? You know what I'm saying? So boom, yeah, man, it's neither here or there. But check it out, though. It's deep stuff. No, he's just reading the chat. Get all that. Oh, lost many names. True. Hey, listen, man, let me get up out of here, man. I want to thank all y'all, man, for tuning in with me today. I got 14 thumbs up and watches. I got up until like 11 watching. You know what I mean? So I want to thank y'all for that. And you have a good day. Have a blessed day. Have a strong day. Make sure that you pray and you give thanks, man. Little is it that you give thanks for your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your feet, your body. You know, we take these things for granted. And they're gifts. What would you do if you woke up and you didn't have the strength of those things no more? You couldn't see. You know, I used to have headaches really bad because I needed operations done on my eye because cataracts come and I wasn't doing it. So I would wake up sometimes, my good eye would be so hurting so bad that it would be blind. And I would wake up from sleep blind, and it would take like an hour for my vision and my good eye to restore back. I would have to get a hot rag and lay it over my eyes. Like, I mean, this was a routine thing, man. Waking up blind because I didn't have the proper operations at the time. And nobody didn't put the drops in my eyes and do the follow-up things that would give me my vision back, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Nah, because that's how it is when nobody cares about you, man. Yeah, it is. So I grew up with one eye since the age of 4. And this is it. This is it. You know what I mean? What can I do? but I've been blessed to see what no man sees, what the majority don't see, you know? So I think, they say when you lose an ability, another one gets heightened. So I think when I lost my vision, my spidey sense, like intuition, um, grew. And man, I'm like, I have superb balance. I'm athletic, man. Like I'm an athlete, and I'm fast. I'm very fast in running, and I'm a pure athlete, man. Like I had scholarships and all that shit, man, waiting for me in high school. I went to Milford Mill Academy. You know what I'm saying? And bro, they was gonna make a shoe with my name on it, called the Brent Jameses. Yeah, man, we was talking big things before I got locked up. I was one of them kids where, I was retarded and stupid, but I was an athlete. So they passed me along in school because I kept winning. You know what I mean? I was an asset. Always been an asset. You know what I mean? But I'm nobody's asset no more. I work for me, and that's where it's at. I done made a lot of people, a lot of establishments rich, while I just be left in the dust. You know what I mean? So now it's all about me. And, I treat myself good and I love myself good. And I'm learning how to do these things with myself. You get so caught up out there in the world that you lose touch with self. Just surviving. And I thank my Lord for giving me a roof over my head where I can have this time and get to know myself and heal, like it ain't like jail, man. You know what I mean? Having your own, like it ain't like jail. This is a home, you can't really heal that much in jail like that. You know what I mean? But your home, this is where you really regroup. And I thank my Lord for giving me a home. I never had one in my life of my own. And I'm so grateful that he gave me this, Even if I lose it one day, it's okay. I can say that I had it and I treated my home with respect. Excuse me. Yeah, I did. I didn't violate it not one time and I won't, I'm pleased with my performance and my gift of my home. And, hopefully my Lord will strengthen me and into receiving more gifts from him. Thank you for listening. And I love y'all. And you take care of yourself and be firm and strong. Peace.